Doll's House for me, I pretty much have the opposite view than Stacy. It's about the sacrificial role of women and how they're expected to kind of be the housewife and take care of the children along with the nanny. They're expected to stay home and do what they're told, and the women always have to be under the men, and it's just kind of evident in both stories that we've read. And I know we have disagreeing views, but I'm not really going to focus on that. That's not really what I'm focusing on, but it is a main discussion point in this book, I think. It really is brought out through a couple of things, no matter if you see it as a woman losing her responsibilities and abandoning them, or if it is about women's rights. Either way, it's dealing with a woman's role in society. It was kind of like a culture shock because during this time things were starting to change. Women were stepping out of their typical roles, regardless if you see that as their role in the book or not. This influenced women around surrounding cultures that were reading this play and the other books that we've read. Women were always seen as kind of powerless. They really didn't have a say-so. That was expected. Like, you didn't go and make decisions for anybody. In like today's society, women can have a say-so in the household and in the family, like what's going to happen. They can at least state their opinion. Feminism became one of the dominant themes for me. That's my opinion. It was just a dominant theme because women were standing up for their rights and taking more of the traditional role. They were taking it farther than tradition. Why do we feel that men need to be dominant over women? I know we've talked about it, but is there actually a reason? Anybody feel? I mean, not the whole, like, Bible standpoint. Like, I understand that the man needs to be over the woman in certain places, but I'm talking about all the time. Like, why do we have to belittle a woman?
They see it for what
You need to clarify your question. Are you asking why men belittle women, or why they feel?
Why in that time and now? Why do men feel the need to belittle a woman? Like, why do they?
I don't think all men do.
Well, I don't think
some men do, but
Women men share an equal role.
No, you're not.
That's true.
I'm kidding.
He loves this class. You're a great teacher. Next question.
Then it was just like an assumed thing. Like men, it wasn't like they had any real like. They felt the need to be dominant because they thought they were the man of the household, but there wasn't an actual like when they actually sat. I feel like if they sat down and thought about it, there wouldn't be any real reason as to why they felt that way. Because I feel like behind closed doors, you're a different person. Like, and even now, like behind closed doors, you don't know every single thing about a person's relationship. And even now, you don't see men being very dominant over women. I think. Yeah. I don't think that men are very dominant over women at all nowadays.
I think it is in their nature to be a little chauvinistic and dominant.
And I agree. I think men need to have maybe not the final say, but kind of a little bit over. But I don't think they control and should belittle. I think we're just as much an equal as you are. But I understand the feeling of needing to have that final say. So territorial.
Historically, men felt that women were, for emotional reasons and other reasons, that they were not intellectual equals, that their emotions and their hysteria brought on by certain female organs caused them to be a lesser species than man. And that's why for a long time they were treated differently. And that is true. You can do the research on it.
No, I was just confused. Female organs?
Yes. The word hysteria, the word hysterectomy, it all, stems from the same female body part.
Okay.
Hysteria. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely think it's just prevalent to the time because no one really knew any different. Now note that I'm talking about 1870s Norway, but for today, why don't we ask a child to make decisions in the household? It's just that during that time, like Ms. Atkinson said, they were viewed as intellectual, I guess minority, inferior. And it just wasn't understood that women had the capacity to be as intelligent as men. So now? Now we have equal households. And sometimes women dominate the household.
Carry a big stick. are. Well, some
Well, you know, in old Greek saying, the women are the neck of the household and the men are the head. And the head can't be supported without the neck. So
with the next nothing.
If you break your neck, you're gonna die.
Nick has
the neck can always have another head attached to it.
What is the neck?
Okay, I'll chop, let's go.
The head gets so talked about.
In this book or this play, things aren't as they appear, and this is kind of taking the other side.